Oh, come on. The camera's busted. They can see us, but they can't hear us.
What'd you?
I think you meant the opposite way, right?
Shane, what?
They can
No,
hear us, but they can't see you.
Yes, that. Well, do we have a major malfunction?
Trent,
This is the first time this happened in a long time.
is there an on-off button on the camera?
Yeah, let's try that. I teach you that sometimes, right?
Yeah, yeah, simplest things. You got to come up with the simplest things. Try the simple stuff
Okay.
first. That's what I always say.
Video capture device. Let's see. Video capture device. Oh God!
Oh, yeah,
Nobody.
I had to do that. it went that way.
Oh wait, no, it's still showing up. Oh God, stop! No, cancel. No.
They get to see me.
Yep. You're the star of the show, honey.
Oh yeah, not feeling good. This is great.
You're the star of the show.
All right. Well,
You wear your Elsa boots.
let's see. Somebody said they saw you, Mom.
Oh my God.
There isn't a lens cap on.
The one time that I look my absolute worst because I don't feel good.
Poor thing's not feeling the best.
Thank you very much for that.
There we go.
And that's what you get for trying to help, honey. You're just so, you're not feeling the best, but you're still willing to help. That says a lot about you and your character, what a wonderful person you are.
Yeah, just
All right.
remember that when I need help.
I always do, every day. Every day.
All right, we're off to a bit of a rocky start here, but we're back. Let's get you focused there, big fella. All right, I think we're good now.
You all right? Did you figure it out?
Yeah.
What did we do wrong this time? What did I do?
Yeah, this was our intro to a potential podcast. All voice, no video.
Are we good? Are we good?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, sorry about all that. I try to teach Trenton as much as I can.
Yeah.
And how kids are. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. It just is what it is. You kind of roll the dice, hope for the best. So hopefully he takes this as a learning lesson as we move forward.
To be fair, it was started, and then for some reason the program crashed and had to reinstall and re-update. So.
And you did that fast?
Yep. Yeah. Just kind of a wizard, What are you gonna do?
I guess. I know. I get it. Things I can't do, that's for sure. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to our last and final Patreon-only live stream of 2023. It's kind of sad, isn't it? I mean, once you get older, I said it in our video we recorded earlier, but for, what was that video for tomorrow? No, for Friday.
Friday, yeah.
For Friday. Once you get older, it just seems like those years just go... and they're pretty much over. But when you're younger, if any of you out there that are roughly around my age or a little older, if you remember when you're in school, and when you're in grade school, the year lasted so long. It was so long. It just seemed like school started and it took forever for school to be out. But it is what it is. As the years go by, they just get faster and faster. So another year, 2024, coming up here real soon. So, do we have any big parties we're going to, honey, for New Year's Eve?
I don't know what we're doing.
The big celebrations, big shindigs. When's the last time that we actually stayed up till midnight?
We never have.
Have you ever stayed
You and
up past midnight?
that was my honest. It's one thing. I don't remember what happened, 2 hours ago, let alone through the years. So she would probably remember, but I don't remember really. I don't remember a time we stayed up till midnight. Do you? I don't recall. That's pretty bad, isn't it, dude?
Renee is turning
That's pretty
60
bad.
tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Renee. I'm not far behind you. I'm only 4 or 5 weeks off from you. So we'll get there.
And Holly has a birthday on Friday.
Really?
On our live stream day.
Wow, happy birthday, Holly.
I think it's right. I don't know if Holly's in here, but...
Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday to everybody. My birthday is in February. Yeah. We had 3 kids in my family. My brother and my sister Carrie, who has unfortunately passed. She passed unfortunately, she had cancer, of all things, at the age of she passed the age of 31. She was a year older than me, and she passed away in 1995, many years ago, but it's still sad. But at any rate, we were all born in February. All of our birthdays in February. Do you know that? Between my sister and Kent and I.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hear a word you said.
Yeah, well.
I was trying to write down my itinerary since I had a little snafu with the stuff over there.
You know, I'm just speaking from my heart. It's just like,
Well, the one time you do, I'm not hearing it. I'd probably look like a real D-bag right now.
yes, this is facts. So, but anyways, we're not here to get all sad and somber. So let's we've got a ton. Anytime Trenton gets out, let me just say something. Anytime Trenton gets out a pad of paper and a pen, there's a lot to go over. There's a lot. And I'm sure they can hear you chewing that pretzel right now, dude. I'm pretty positive.
I don't know if the mic's that good.
I'm thinking it is. Because I can hear you pretty loud and clear. Stop it. That's ridiculous.
Wasn't Carrie's February 21st?
Yeah, my sister's is February 21st. Her name was Carrie.
All right, G-Man, she's got, his sister has the same birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I my birthday is the 9th of February. My sister's was the 21st of February. And my brother's is the 26th of February. And we all have names that start with the letter K. Carrie, Kurt, Kit.
Okay, I gotta ask, because you have Kyle, Kayla, and Corey.
Yeah, and that's a good question. That's a good question, but I swear that wasn't intentional. So that wasn't intentional. So that was with my ex-wife. All see, I don't even like to get in that territory because our kids are our kids, but 3 of them were born with my ex-wife, so it's like that wasn't a plan. That just wasn't. And Corey's actually with a C. Now, did you know Caleb, Kent's son Caleb?
I just learned that it was spelled with a K like a couple weeks ago. He
spelled Caleb's, which commonly is with a C. So Kent's Caleb is a K. So I think he did that on purpose. I think so, Trent.
Yeah,
pretty sure. So, but anyways, that gives you a little bit of that life history. But anyways, we got a lot to cover. We got a lot going on. We got Santa samples. I'm glad everybody enjoyed that. I think that was a great time. Trenton says we are doing the Santa samples on the live stream.
Yeah.
So
there were a couple people, and I feel bad that got assigned and didn't receive any, even though they should have. Now I figured out part of the reason is either some of the folks that ended up in their spam folder. Some of the mail was undeliverable because some people have like custom domains that for some reason rejected the mail that I sent.
Really?
Yeah, it was like the case of 1 or 2 people. So if you fall into the category of you haven't received your samples yet, in the Discord channel, the Sample Santa channel, just put your name in, and then us or a couple other members of the community have volunteered to send you samples. Yeah. We would love to get you some because you sent samples. We would like you to receive some in return.
Absolutely. How many do we have packed up already? I know we have 1 or 2 that we have packed that we've done.
I think, is this the last one?
Sent out.
Yeah, we sent out
2 or 3.
We sent out a few that we knew for sure.
To ours, and then there's
1 more left.
Yeah,
that's one over there that we had previously packed up, and yeah, we'll be happy to make sure you get some Santa samples if you did not. So just please let us know.
I was chewing, and Katie said that Roy wouldn't approve of that.
Roy,
he left the comment.
Oh,
yeah. You know which one I'm talking about?
No.
The YouTube comment when he was like, "I don't care about a kid's opinion." That one.
Oh, that's Roy.
Roy.
Okay, yeah.
That was Roy.
I'm thinking we're my mind's enveloped with Patreon right now. So good old Roy. Yeah, that's all right. There's one person in general that didn't like Trenton coming on board, and he messaged me, I don't know, 6 times probably. And his name was Robert.
Yep.
Yeah. And not you, Mr. Sheard, but Robert was his first name. And he was very unhappy. And you could tell he's an older gentleman. That's fine. But he just was trying to disciple the rest of his golf league not to watch the channel as well. So, I kindly answered him every time he messaged me. And 6 may be a stretch, maybe 3 or 4. But, I made sure to just try to tell him this isn't really a business for us. We don't treat it that way.
No.
How about that? We don't treat it that way. So, it's more fun for me to have them back here than it was to have them behind the camera.
Oh, that's so nice to say.
Yeah. You know,
I cause you some grief sometimes.
That's all right. That's something I've been used to for many years now.
And I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there were people that put tape over the screen on my side. It just wouldn't, and that's fine. You do whatever
there's
you
some
want
people
to
who's
do.
gonna like Trenton, not me. That's fine. Really, it's not a problem. But my point, I would almost put $5 on the table that Roy is a part of Robert's golf league. Just saying.
Old pilot knob. Roy sounds like a hoot at parties. Roy is probably a blast at parties. Carlos, Robert, get off my lawn. It seemed like that kind of guy.
This is how bad that was. I had a text Trenton and ask him, "What's that all about this? Get off my lawn. What does that mean?"
It's not a hip. It's not like a hip thing. It's like imagine somebody was on Grammy's lawn.
Yeah,
It's like that.
I get it. He had to explain it to me. It is what it is.
Oh man, I honestly don't even know where to start.
Well, we're going to save the samples till a little bit later. I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
We do want to discuss number one. Let's get this out first, since we talked about it a little bit earlier. But I've fielded some messages here and there concerning the flasks, and I know that's something you have efforted, mightily. And it's just been. I think you bit that off because in his heart he really wanted to provide something that he could be proud of. That's it. The flasks that we were sent at the very beginning that were complete, ready to go, we could have had them months and months ago, right?
Yeah.
Were sincerely, utterly garbage. I mean, it's something you would have looked at and went, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was just free, so whatever.
Yeah.
It was terrible. So I think when you started off on down this road, you thought, well, it might not, you'll just get this in and be fine, and then one thing led to the other, 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 and it became And when you're in the middle of it, all you can do is finish it.
Right.
You just got to see it through.
I didn't think that it would be this much of a not that it's a bear, but just like a marathon.
Yes.
I'm hoping that they should go out by February.
Yeah, we're still expecting them hopefully to get here sometime in January, the end of January, but they all have to be assembled.
Yeah, and there's about 900 or so that need to be assembled.
And all the parts have to be put together because the parts Trenton had made separately. He's had all these things designed and made separately, so when they come in, it's going to be big boxes of caps, big boxes of all these different things.
Yeah.
So we got to go through them and assemble them all, package them all, and send them out, which is fine. I'd like to have you something nice, that's for sure. But like you said, probably in February before we actually get them sent out.
It's coming, I promise. I'm not going to be taking on something with that little notice that I think will take that long. There's a couple things for perks and stuff that we were talking about that will be custom made for us. You won't be able to buy it on Amazon or something. It'll be something that we've kind of put a decent amount of thought into, or a lot of thought into, for a perk that we think is going to be really neat.
That's pretty obvious when you see Trenton. He's masterminded all the shipping boxes with our logo and the nice, how everything looks, and it's all been top notch and good stuff by Trenton. Yes, honey.
Kevin Noel is on. He's the one we met at Trevor's, and you got him the C923.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. That's his name.
Yeah.
Kevin.
We were hoping you'd be on eventually, Kevin.
Yeah. And I tell you what, man, that was quite the story.
That was cute.
That was amazing, really. And Kevin, I kind of jumped up like a big shot, but I was kind of flipping the coin, whether I could help you or not. But thankfully, the manager there had the C923 back in his office. They had a second batch coming out in the afternoon. He was going to put on the shelves.
Oh.
And Kevin recognized us. We were just eating lunch there.
We were literally sitting at the next table.
Yeah, I like going there. I like going to Trevor's. And
they have good food.
Oh yeah, they have these.
Yeah.
Your mom and I always has this prosciutto arugula type fig pizza thing,
like a flatbread. Virginia,
it's great.
Virginia in our Discord, she's on here, I think maybe. She gets these Trader Joe's flatbreads, and it's I think it's a prosciutto arugula type thing, and I kind of need to go find one. But
so
Ollie's husband said you need to put Roy's comment on a shirt.
I should put Roy's comment on a shirt.
That's funny.
Speaking of shirts and whatnot, our apparel game has been weak I just haven't had a ton of time to come up with designs and everything. I was thinking about putting together some kind of contest to come up with different designs and stuff. We'll give you a free pick or something for your design. We would love to showcase some different stuff on the store. It's just sitting down and whipping up some new designs. I'm not really creative by any means. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. We could do shirts, sweatshirts, hats. You keep talking about tank tops. Yeah.
Yes, my wife is very upset at Trenton each and every year because there's nothing really for women.
It's not. I want a freaking tank top. I've been asking for 3 years now.
Yes, you have.
Can I get Roy's comment on my flask? Oh man!
Would he just die if he knew his rude comment was going to end up on somebody's shirt somewhere?
I would send him something with his own quote on it.
That'd be hilarious.
I can be a little petty sometimes, but that'd be a lot of fun.
My oh my,
man! I'm actually like very disorganized in my head right now. There's so many things.
That's all right.
So we take it off
one at a time. We just talked about what did we just talk about? So we goof around.
Help.
Flask. We just talked about flask, so we can move on then. I know a big topic.
I'm sorry.
No, you just show what you
we were waiting for like a month and a half to get some more of those Glen boxes. I don't like shipping them out in bubble wrap. We've had a couple break, and the presentation is not what I like.
I know.
So I just got 1,000 of them in the other day. So the folks that need a Glen and stuff, we have a database of all the people that need to go out. There's 99 Glens that need to go out. They'll be going out probably by Saturday, and then we'll be all caught up with that. We had a couple new folks in the bull tier, so those decanters are on back order, but those will go out as soon as I get them in. I'm hoping like another week. And then Sloppy Chops, thank you, dude, for the gifted memberships. I see like gifted subs in Twitch and stuff. I'm aware of that, but I don't know what that is.
Twitch.
Yeah, it's like a live stream thing. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
I
appreciate it.
I have to say this, Keith Norton. Oh my God,
Keith.
A big red circle with "Don't be a Roy," and that would be such a funny thing because only people that subscribe obviously would totally understand that.
Love that.
But that would be hilarious.
I love that. So yeah,
Keith always thinks of those great ideas.
Yeah,
he's got like we're gonna meet at some point, but I feel like you got this methodical mind that you just come up with these things.
And a lot of the wives want a tank top, so thank you very much.
Hello.
Good Lord. We'll do one. It's fine. So yeah, all the perks should be going out here in the next few weeks, minus the flask, but those will be going out in a bulk.
Yeah.
In a bulk thing.
Yeah, we'll get them for sure.
The ladies at the post office are going to love me when I hand them the sheet with 900 items on it. Speaking of the post office, speaking of shipping things, I got word from my shipping partner today that the makers did go out this morning. So anybody who ordered a makers, all 198 went out this morning.
Wow.
So you should be receiving those hopefully in the next couple days. I think he said it was priority, so it's like 2 or 3 days, maybe 4, depending on your zone or whatever with the post office.
Remember, we've got the ticket.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
But it's not a ticket.
Yeah, don't worry.
You'll know when you see it.
You'll know when you see this one. So this was in lieu of my wife's brilliant idea. So if you're the lucky, and trust me when I tell you, I put that box, there's nobody would know where it's going to. It's
I'm
impossible.
so excited.
Impossible to know who that was going to.
Because when they open that box, they are totally gonna. There's no like search in the box. Did I win? Like you will know.
Yep.
When the box is open.
So hopefully, if you win, you're on Discord.
Oh yeah, definitely tell us.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you open
post it. Let us know. If you're not on Discord, that's fine. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, tag me in it so I can look at that too. That's pretty cool.
Sorry, Sloppy Chops. I'm bad about that. I apologize. You're not a buddy or a lady fella. I'm going down a bad.
Oh, that's me.
I'm not good at that stuff, so I'm embarrassing myself. Didn't miss out on the makers. Didn't make it to my tier. Okay. So we have accumulated a couple picks through like JT Melik, Yellowstone, Old Elk, a couple of those that we save or our partners save for Insurance purposes, we had like 5 JT Melix break in shipping.
We did?
Yeah, they kept those and we're not responsible for those.
Wow.
But MASH Networks did take care of all those people very quickly. Their customer service was probably the best that we've ever had with a shipping partner like that.
Yeah.
So there's some more available of those. There's some Old Elks, there's some Sagamores, Yellowstones, a couple makers, I think, and just a couple more. Those picks are going to be posted to everybody. So if you missed them, if you're new, you didn't get the chance to get one, there's probably maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 of several different ones. I will post a link to all of those tomorrow, and you can purchase those, and those will ship out hopefully also by Saturday. What is the golden ticket for people that might be new?
Yeah, for those that are new. We did this one other time before, and we just think it's fun, and we're going to do it just every so often. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just when we think of it and we think it's a good time frame, we'll put it in there. But we're kind of basing it off the Willy Wonka golden ticket from the movie years ago. So we put a golden ticket inside a shipping box. Now, it's put in a shipping box before it's even labeled to whomever it's going to. Or not. There's a pile of 200 shipping boxes with 0 labels, and it's buried. So it'll be extremely random who will receive that golden ticket, that particular box, who will be labeled to send to. So it'll be completely random. Whoever opens it up will have a few options. They can either A, go with us on a barrel pick somewhere, B, be our guest here at the Basement Bourbon Bar for a few hours in an evening. We like to extend that actually for live streams because that's kind of like the most fun, if that's possible. But you have that option. Or there was a merch option of some sort. I don't remember.
Yeah,
exactly.
$150 worth of merch credit or something like that.
Yeah.
Just depends on whatever you're into.
Yeah. So just a few things, and it doesn't have to. If you choose to come here and spend a few hours with us, it doesn't have to be within the next month or two. It could be 6-8 months down the road, whatever works for your schedule, if you might be in the area. So that's what the golden ticket is, and we just do it random. This is only the second time that we've done it, and we'll continue to do it. We'll probably do it a couple more times next year. I don't know, just whenever we get the hunkering to do it.
Yeah, we're gonna try and space them out so that we have a little bit of time. Speaking of the picks, should we go over picks and stuff?
Yeah, let's do that. I know that's been a big topic of conversation is the barrel picks, and I've had some great discussions via instant messaging, patron email. There is some concerns with some folks. They'd like to have an opportunity to get a pick, and that's understandable. So we're just going to discuss barrel picks in general right now and let you know what we have planned for 2024. Yeah, babe.
Your battery's almost dead on your computer.
On that one?
And is it plugged in?
It should be plugged in.
I can't see. All I know is the battery looks really low.
No, it's plugged in.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
So yeah, we're going to discuss that real quick, and this is going to be my promise to you all. Everywhere we go, no matter what barrel pick we're at, I'm going to try to effort multiple barrels. Most of the time when I say that, it's probably going to be 2. I think 3 is too much. But when Penelope, we did that one, it was 3, but like one was a half barrel, one was a this and a that, right? So I'm going to do my best to effort everywhere we go. I personally will take that upon myself to talk to the particular person or persons that are in charge and see if we can get more barrels.
Yeah.
Please keep in mind, though, there are places we go that we just won't be able to, but take this as a guarantee and a promise from me personally. I will be asking every time. So I'm hoping to get more. I know this year we had, help me out, Tron. We did the Melic. We just had 2.
Melic, we had
joint. We did 2. We had 2 barrels there. We did
Penelope.
Penelope. We had several barrels.
And I have the spreadsheet right here.
Yeah, Trenton's got. I'm not
Sagamore.
The Sagamore. I'm not the statistic guy, but We did last year. We did have, how many picks got through all the tiers? 5? Was it 3?
We had
5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks go through, make it through all the tiers.
Okay.
We had 2 picks that made it up to the best friend tier, and then the rest made it to the legend tier.
Okay, so that gives you a little bit of an idea that there will be times, and it's just, laws of average, that there will be picks that will make it through to every tier. And I think that if I remember, we had a couple of them that actually were put back up in general to everyone if they wanted a backup bottle, if they wanted to purchase a second one. And we never do that. It's a one and only. We never put it up for folks to have the option of buying 2 unless it makes it through all the tiers in the sufficient time that's allotted. Yeah. So if it makes it through all that and there's a few left, we'll put it back up to everyone if they choose to buy a second, or you might have a change of heart. Man, I should have bought it. Well, here's a chance now. I'll get it now. So that's what we do. So we did have that. Trenton, I'm sorry, I got glasses back here ready for the Secret Santa. Trenton has also done a lot of work. We had 15 or 16 barrel picks last year.
15 or 16 and 20 total barrels across all of them.
So those few were the 2 barrels that we spoke about. Like some of these folks, when we went to Maker's Mark, when Kent's pick, we just had that out there. There's no way we're going to get 2 barrels. It's just not going to happen. It's so highly sought after, and they only have so many barrels in their barrel pick inventory. It's not going to happen. Same thing we did Knob Creek. It's not going to happen. It's just absolutely not going to happen. So, but you'll have my word that I'll try everywhere I go. I'll try to get multiple barrels. So we did 16 barrel picks. I'm not even going to count the double barrels. So we did 16. This year we're shooting at having 24 barrel picks.
In the chat right now, I'm going to paste the Google Doc or the spreadsheet of all of the. Why can't I not pin this? I made the comment myself. Okay. Maybe not. No. Okay. It's just not going to let me. I put the link to the spreadsheet for all the barrel picks that we are planning on doing in 2024 in the chat. You can check that out at any time. I update this anytime I have an update on a pick. For the things like 13th Colony, Jack Daniels, Elijah Craig, Woodford, Wild Turkey, any of those larger distilleries, or the ones that have more sought after products like Frey Ranch, 13th Colony, the 2 barrels is just out of the question, unfortunately, unless we were the size of a Total Wine or a Binny's.
I'm going to promise you, though, I'm still going to ask. I told you I would, so I will. I'm still going to ask, but probably get shot down, but I'm going to ask everywhere we go.
Let's see. Sorry, one second.
It's all right.
So 24, we're going to be doing a couple different things. We're going to be doing Cedar Ridge and Westward, which are American single malts. We did a Stranahan's American single malt.
That'll be coming out.
Very good. That'll be coming out somewhat soon.
Yeah.
Couple rye. We have a rum pick with Grander. That's going to be a lot of fun. So we're kind of
really looking forward to that.
We're going in several different directions. We're doing a couple more ryes this year than last. We're doing single malts. We're doing a rum.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I like the variety.
Yeah, I really like the idea of giving you folks, a little bit of variety in there. And as usual, some of it might not be for you, but others it might be like, oh my God, they're going to do a rum pick. And other ones are like, oh, they're going to do a rum pick.
Yeah.
And that's okay. It's not your bag. It's not your bag. But at least I think it gives, like Trent said, a little bit of variety out there. And I'm looking forward to it, too.
Yeah.
Like I said before a million times, my problem is I like them all. So I'm looking forward to the variety myself.
How and when will more info be released on the secret picks? That's just it, Johnny. There won't be. So the 2 secret picks that are happening, I will give you a general time frame. The secret pick is either going to be January or February, and I'm not going to tell you a price. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Well, you'll know the price. I'm not going to tell you what it is, and you won't know until you receive it.
Really? So, okay,
home.
I didn't know you were going that far with it.
Yeah. I will say it is going to be a bourbon, and it is not going to be over $80,
No.
including the shipping.
We will, I'm sure, however, record a tasting notes video to give you a little bit of idea
Yep.
what it is.
So
Well.
I think a lot of folks were excited about that. I think it's kind of exciting. You buy
Yeah.
it, and it's just like, hey, if you trust us enough with some of your money and kind
Listen.
of take that leap of faith.
Trenton is not going to do that unless he feels in his heart that it's going to be worth your while.
I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. You know, that Corner Creek, I think you're going to love it. I think you will.
We would have a lot of people leave after that, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So that's it for the picks.
Yeah.
If you guys have suggestions, or guys or gals,
Yes.
if you have any suggestions on some picks you want to see, feel free to email us, message on Patreon. We are pretty full already. I wouldn't like to do more than what we have, but some of these have not been confirmed 100% yet. Some of them are still up in the air, so if they do happen to fall through, and there's enough interest
absolutely.
in another distillery or something,
and
we would love to kind of take a look.
If I'm
and
not
see.
mistaken, Craig from our Patreon group, I believe it was him. He had a suggestion. I saved it on my phone. I'll show you later, but it's a distillery in North Carolina. Is he from North Carolina? Craig? Rito? It's him or
Oof.
it's one of the guys it's one of the folks that came to the
It's
meetup
probably
thing.
Craig.
Yeah, but
I'm
anyways,
bad at that.
Yeah, me too. But anyways, we appreciate that because I love going to local spots that have great stuff. So that'd be wonderful.
You're going to disclose the proof point?
Sure. Yes.
No,
Yeah, we will.
I don't give it away.
People. Oh. All right. Well, we'll give a generalization because people want to know. There's some people that aren't going to buy 130 proof. It's just not going to happen.
It's not a hazmat.
I don't blame you.
It's not over 115 proof,
Well, there you go. These beats
and it's
stuff.
over, and it's over 90.
So it's between 90 and 115. Thanks for that.
115. Yep.
All right.
I did see Ben Holiday as a big one, but we'll see. I mean, I'd love to. Knob Creek
We'll look
12-year
into it.
barrel strength. I said that they should come out with that again, and I know my word doesn't hold as much weight as like Fred Minnick to have them make
Well,
us
hey.
come out with cellar aged.
Matt said it too. Matt Porter. He
Knob
had a
Creek
video.
12?
He had a video out several months ago that he was
Did he?
pounding the pulpit on. Give us another 12-year.
I don't know why they're not.
I don't either.
Rito's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
It is a brown liquid. Somebody asked if an SLB store is in the works, or an SLB liquor store is in the works.
No, that was we're trying. We're efforting. The cocktail bar is what they're probably referring to.
Yeah.
We're trying. It's just the location. I had a line on a brand new building. It's a new build. But and I really like it was a good thing because I really like the owner. I've known him for 20 some years. Good guy. He'd be a good guy to do business with, but he just is unwilling to give us the space that we need to make it work right. He has some ulterior plans that he has with his son on the only floor that's still available. And it'd be perfect. But it's what he's willing to give up just is not conducive to what we want to do, unfortunately. So we're still looking. I have had, and I will say this, I've had some wonderful conversations with a local company. They're called Urschel's. And the owners there bought the old Boys and Girls Club. It's a really beautiful, ornate, older building, and they're keeping that main frame of that building intact, and they're going to be building from it and making a local Valparaiso hotel. Well, they want to start a speakeasy bar on the very top floor with some really nice ornate arched windows and everything up on the very
Oh, I thought it was
loft.
going to be in the basement.
No, it's in the loft.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they are looking for somebody to handle that for them. And so we've had some very, very good conversations with a lady named Jennifer, who's in charge of their outside developments. And sometime after the holiday breaks, they're going to, her and a few of the board members are going to come down here in the basement and have a couple cocktails, and we'll discuss it further. So that's a year out or so. That's a year out because they've got to break ground and get into the actual building. So it's at least a year to a year and a half at least minimum.
Yeah.
It's a big project.
Let's see.
Finger Lakes Distillery.
Somebody was telling me about that lived in the area. I'm blanking on the name. We talked about with because we do the blind, the patron blind. You buy in and then we send you 4 samples. We kind of do a big blind on the live stream. We've done that the past 2 years.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. I think we did 700 last year. It was a lot. It took
a lot.
It was me, Kurt, my mom, Michelle, my grandparents, and is she my cousin? Jennifer?
He asks every time.
Yeah. My cousin Jennifer, it took us probably a combined...
And her daughter.
Probably a combined 12 to 15 hours to fill about 3,000 1-ounce sample bottles and pack them up and ship them and everything.
Yeah.
We were thinking about doing that again. We still have to figure out what we want to do and how that's going to look and stuff. I think it was a lot of fun. I think you guys had a lot of fun. If not, let me know. But we were thinking about doing that again.
Yeah, for sure.
We thought about doing the sample Santa again next year. I think that'd be kind of cool. I had some really good suggestions from everybody on what we can improve on. In terms
Gotta live and learn.
Yeah.
Live and learn.
First one, it didn't go as smoothly as I was hoping, but I think still there's going to be a lot of happy folks.
A lot of folks had fun.
What is that? I made Michelle a mod, and now she's doing a bunch of stuff. I'm sure she'll fill me in here when I get home or something. We want to really do a meetup, probably at Journeyman's, probably do a pick at Journeyman's. I didn't put that in there.
Yeah.
Where everybody can kind of come around and we can hang out. You can buy a pick and stuff.
Yes.
Journeyman is in Valpo now. It's open.
Yeah, it's open now. And
we have some people that know Bill, the owner of Journeyman.
My brother knows
Bill
Bill pretty well. Golfed with him quite a bit back in the day, and so that was our hope. That's why we kind of nixed the plans this year, because we'd have to go to the one in Three Oaks in Michigan. I just thought it'd be cooler, for lack of better terms, to do it here in Valpo, or Valparaiso here. So we definitely want to try to make that happen for sure.
And then I don't know if Kent would be willing, but that meetup at Kent's was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
We could do that here.
If Kent was here, he'd tell you right now. That's Kent.
Kent's here. I mean, hopefully my bar is in some kind of a stable condition by then. I mean, we'll see. That was a ton of fun. I think we had 40 or 50 people come. Met a lot of you guys and gals. It was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Virginia said, are we supposed to be drinking our Secret Santa samples already, or is there a ready, set, go? LOL.
You guys can.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, if you guys want to start now, you can.
Yeah. I might even pour mine now, because I like the mine sit for a while we're talking. If you don't mind, I'll do that.
And then we talked about how we did the cocktail competition. We might even do a baking competition or something.
Yeah, he said come. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I know Katie made these cherry bars, and I don't usually like desserts like that, and I think I had the whole sheet. Michelle made these really good chocolate chip muffins that my sister made, and then she made another one, and I had 4 of them in the last 2 days. Yeah, those are really good.
You ate them all?
We'll still do another cocktaal competition next year too, and I'm up for any kind of ideas. We got sours we can do for whiskey. We got a lot of, we don't even have to stick around the whiskey, as the main component. So I'm up for suggestions.
Don, you can bake a fruitcake. I've never had one. I mean, I'll try it. Somebody said, still planning on doing the advent calendar for 2024. Yes. I am in the works making or working with one of the distributors or manufacturers that makes our Glen boxes. I'm going to try and do something similar to that with the advent calendar, one sample for every day. Is it Flaviar, I think, that does it? It's cool. I kind of want to upstage them a little bit with some nice quality stuff.
I bet you do. But that sounds just like you.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. It could be something like this, but it's like a big one day kind of thing.
Sure.
Let's see. So we were thinking about doing a quarterly event, something that involves everybody, competitions, meetups, blinds, samples, Santas, that kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of cool to get everybody involved.
That'd be fun.
And kind of showcase everybody's talent in some way, because I think everybody here is different, and I think it would be cool to kind of see how everybody lives
sure.
life. Would love an SLB advent calendar. Kevin, I'm working on it, buddy. I Flaviar. I wanted to do it this year, but I just did not have enough time, and I didn't think I could pull it off in the couple months that I was thinking about. And if I did, I didn't want it to be like half just not very thought out and that kind of thing. So,
Right.
oh wow, mom's drinking the samples.
Honey, you need a glass?
Nah.
Is that gonna help with your sickness?
You know what she did, Trenton? She just went full send. She
Just
sample
go
bottle.
full send.
That's what she did.
I am certain that a hot dog water cocktail is going to be a banger once your establishment is running. That's from Bucky. I think so.
He mentioned that being a message too. Bucky, come on, you're dreaming, bro.
Dude,
If I put out a hot dog cocktail in the first week, I'd be out of business probably.
those aren't my samples.
Although that was fun. That was fun. I mean, and I didn't think it really tasted bad at all. I wouldn't put it in my top 10 cocktails I've ever had, but it was, I didn't think it was bad for what the components were. That's for sure.
So I had two. Andrew, one of our patrons, wasn't available to sign up
Yeah.
in time, and he was bummed about it. So I sent him some samples. He
Cool.
sent me some samples, so I'm going to do those
Well,
too.
and that's the thing too, Trent, and I have to eat some crow here because I certainly do apologize. I don't know who drew my name, Patricia, and I know I had a letter with it, and of course I didn't open the envelopes. I don't know if the name is in the envelopes or not with the reveal of what's in each class. So if you're on the live stream, please let me know where I screwed up there. And I don't remember it to be Patricia on the name on the letter, honey, that I received for this here. But the problem was, just like Trenton had, it's not a problem. That's a bad word to use. What kind of mixed me up a little bit is I had several good folks send them to me regardless too. I had several others over there that were sent to me. And thank you so much for thinking of me and sending me more the Santa samples. It was very, very thoughtful of you to do that. So in the grand scheme of having 4 or 5 altogether, this is one I have here is the original that was sent, whoever had my name. But anyways, I'm going to...
It was Patricia.
Thank you. And
I told you.
and I apologize. I sincerely do. That's just... You were embarrassed earlier. I'm embarrassed now. Thank you, Patricia. It's very kind of you to do that. And I apologize that I lost track.
Good night, Katie.
Oh, yeah. Got to get up early. I get it. Good night, Katie.
She won't have to do that schedule once she starts her new position.
Oh, really?
From what I understand.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
I hope that goes through for her. Yeah. Her and Kent.
Is Larry Bounds on? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, Larry. Are you on Larry Bounds? That's who had Rebecca's
I tell you
name.
what, he was extremely thorough. In
Yes,
his
he
answer
was.
Key. No, the answer key. You should see
Oh,
it.
really?
Dang,
I
that's
can
cool.
only imagine. He did a great job with yours, and she is tasting, Larry. If you're on, she is tasting. So
I want to know if JD tasted his yet.
I don't know if JD, are you on,
Yeah,
bud?
he was on earlier.
Was he?
Yeah.
now, Larry, I will tell you this: if you're on, you might not even known who you were sending it to, because when Rebecca and I got married, my last name wasn't good enough for her, so she didn't change her last name.
Nice. Thank you for throwing me under the bus.
So I'm just saying, Larry might not have even recognized that he was sending samples to Mrs. SLB.
Oh, there he's on. Larry, you are very thorough. I'm impressed. And I did go to your website, and Kurt and I were like beyond impressed about what you do.
You have to go, what is it, LarryBounds.com?
I
Yeah.
think
You have to go that. It's just incredible what he does.
I think I've been to this before.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
It's really neat. Yeah, we did. Yeah,
No, I haven't.
yeah.
I don't even know how to say that word.
I don't either, and that's what I was hoping you would when you opened it up.
Chautauqua. All right,
Yeah.
hold on.
So it's really neat what he does, and if you look at all the pictures he has of who he imitates, and I know that's a bad word, Larry. I'm sorry.
Chautauqua.
Chautauqua.
Chautauqua. But it looks just like him. The stuff that he does, it's incredible, really.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We might need to have him perform at an SLB meeting.
Yes. That's
That'd be
what I'm
cool.
thinking.
That'd be
That's
cool.
what I'm thinking.
Wait, Patricia said that she sent them in blue bottles.
Blue bottles? Okay. Go get them.
What?
I think there are blue bottles over there, so I screwed this whole thing up.
I see him on the right there.
So I thank you for that, Patricia, because I saw those over there too, honey, so it's my bad.
Man,
So,
this is dark.
Patricia,
Holy cow.
help me out, because obviously I need it, right? See, what happened is all these were upstairs, and then we had to scramble and get everything ready for Christmas, and then so we had to bring all our stuff downstairs, and I wasn't organized enough to bring it down, in proper fashion so I could keep track of everything. So I'm sorry for that. But I wanted to make sure, Patricia, does this look like your answer key in these envelopes that were packaged separately? If not, there's other ones over there.
Somebody asked when the other.
She said, no, the glass is blue. You didn't get any blue glasses.
Pardon me?
She said, the glass is blue.
Glass.
Like the bottles.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to.
That's what I'm saying. It may have been lost in the mail.
Well, I don't know.
I don't recall you
I'll
opening anything blue.
Put this down.
Well, shoot.
Well, Patricia, I promise
No,
you one
that's-
thing. I'm going to find it.
I sent a Christmas card. That's not her answer key either.
Huh?
That's not her answer key either. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you that.
Well, shoot.
So were they sent in an SLB box or no?
I didn't get anything at my house. Like that would have been addressed to you.
It's your show.
You didn't show me anything in blue box.
My show.
I would have remembered that. Unless you didn't show me.
Shoot, I don't know what to talk about.
Come on, buddy, you got it.
A couple people asked when those are Brian Wallace's with the blue labels.
Thank you, Brian.
I don't know if you heard that, Brian. He said thank you.
Yeah.
A couple folks asked when the different SLB picks from earlier in the year will be posted on Patreon. I'm thinking probably about noon. And I sent Boston baked beans.
Oh, you ate those.
I
You
did.
ate the beans.
I did. Maybe they're upstairs in the kitchen.
I didn't see anything in the kitchen.
Well, you know me, Trent, I ate the candy.
You like Boston baked beans?
Was this
Yeah, I remember now. Pardon me, huh?
No, that was the wrong.
I remember now because they were sent
Wait, what's this?
individually.
That's Patricia, was your card green? Or was your envelope green?
Show it to her.
Because I remember now they're all individually
this?
wrapped and they were in a box with the Boston baked beans.
I don't think you showed me the bottles in them.
Man,
What else you got, Trent?
shoot, man, I don't know.
It's fun, isn't it?
Then I had thoughts about Trent. Screen's
You
getting
want
pissed
to
off.
talk about first?
Okay, this is her answer key,
Yeah.
and you ate the beans.
And I ate the Boston baked beans.
I
Know
don't
that for positive.
even know if there's any other area that you would put stuff.
Well, it was all up in the kitchen. She's looking up there now.
Wow, this is so behind. This live stream is really behind. Sorry, but that was it. And the bottles were in an SLB box.
Yeah. Oh, they were?
Yeah,
Hello.
it's not this one, is it? I don't think it's
There's
this one.
several.
Right? No, that's not it.
Show her this.
That looks like, yeah, that's it.
Oh, they are blue.
Oh, I didn't.
Hey, babe. All right, one thing you're going to learn about me now
Hold
again,
on.
stuff that you didn't know about me. I'm a little bit colorblind, just a touch. Always been that way. I can't really differentiate navy blues and blacks unless it's in light, and this is blue. Trenton recognized it. I didn't recognize it when I opened it up over there. I couldn't tell.
It's kind of dark over there.
Patricia, we're good. So thank you. And I do apologize for the mix-up. Brian, thank you for the samples. I will make sure I enjoy those at a later date. I'll put them back in the sample things and enjoy those later. Babe, these are blue. I couldn't tell the color
Okay.
when I was over there.
Oh,
You know how I am with, I always have to ask her, I either have to take it out in bright sunlight or ask her, is this navy blue or black? Or, I just have a hard time figuring that out. Do you want to talk about perks at all while I'm fooling around?
Yeah.
We're going to try our best to, upgrade's the wrong word. We're going to revise and put some new and exciting things. And we have some.
I'm out of breath, man.
We have. He ran up there with some new perks for everyone, and we're going to 1st of January. We're going to put a new tier out there. So if you want to talk a little about that while I try to redeem myself and my embarrassment here.
So keep in mind, none of this is 100% set in stone. We are going to, like Kurt said, we're going to add another tier. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But to keep things kind of fresh, interesting. I mean, how many times do you want to receive the same Glen or something? If you're unable to bump up a tier or something, we want to make sure that you're getting some new and interesting stuff.
Absolutely.
So to start off with, our current tiers are 3, 5, 10, 25, and 50. The $3 tier gets last access to barrel picks, and they get access to the Discord. That is going to remain the same. And keep in mind, guys, if there's anything, and gals, if there's any suggestions you want to make about the tiers and stuff, please let us know. We're open to constructive criticism, feedback. Always. A $5 tier, we are going to keep the same, except instead of the Glen next year, we've been working with this company that hand makes or hand blows rocks glasses, and they were able to indent our logo in the bottom of the glass.
I haven't really seen it.
Yeah,
but
I'm waiting on the sample to get here.
It sounds fantastic. It sounds great.
So
really cool.
You will be getting that for instead of the Glen Cairn. Now, if let's just say you joined in December or whatever, and you want to purchase a Glen, or you join in November, after 4 months you get a Glen Cairn. So in February you would still get the Glen Cairn, and then you would get the what am I calling that? The rocks glass. So you'd still get both if you join before the beginning of the year. January 1st is when the kind of new stuff rolls over. But if you have Brandon, I will make sure I answer your question here shortly. Shoot, I just got all thrown off.
Rocks glass. You said last thing you said was Glen Cairns and rock glass.
Oh yeah, we thought about making the discontinued items available for purchase if you are a patron. We're still not sure about that one, so we would love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. But the rocks glass will come in with a nice box like that and everything. So keep an eye out for that. $10 tier, we went to Old Forester and saw these black Glen Cairns, and I thought they were awesome. I'm gonna be doing a blind set with black Glen Cairns, and they're gonna be sand engraved and everything.
Yeah.
And those will be available for purchase also.
Beautiful.
But for the $10 tier, you will be given a solid black opal glass. This is hand blown and sand etched with our logo in it. It'll be the same logo as this, but it'll be in a dark black opal glass Glen Cairn, and that'll be for the $10 tier.
Really cool.
$25 tier, we will be switching out the merch item for a Glen Cairn carrying case. This is going to be all real leather, really nice. So that way when you get your regular Glen Cairn and your black one, you can carry those around in in this little cool case. I thought that was pretty neat.
I do too.
Do the tiers auto renew? It should auto renew unless you cancel. I can't speak to if you pay up front for the year.
Yeah, and what if somebody changes their card? I had that question in a message too. They had to put it on a different card.
That shouldn't matter, I don't think, because it's
Yeah.
tied to the same account.
I didn't think it did because he said disregard, if it comes up as a new member, and it didn't. I looked up his name, it didn't come up for me in the emails or in the notifications for us for new members.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha. So that's the $25 tier. $50 tier.
Smells good back here.
Does it?
Yes.
$50 tier currently gets first access to barrel picks, and I actually don't have it pulled up, sorry. First tier barrel picks, free SLB item, engraved decanter, everything from below tiers, Discord access. We are going to switch up the $50 tier a bit. $50 tier will include one free pick, and this is after 3 months of patronage.
Membership.
We'll still get the decanter. You'll also get a like a hydro flask kind of water bottle kind of thing with our logo on it. And then we're still trying to work out like a one-on-one with you and me, or like that kind of thing, weather, time permitting, that kind of thing. How do rewards work if you swap tiers? Paul, if you want to, Justin, Paul, if you want to message me, I guess there's a lot of different situations and how that can go. So let's say you're a $5 tier for 4 months, and then you bump up to, the next tier, you would still get the item, and then you would get whatever the next tier includes, if that makes any sense. What tier is the Trenton bedtime story again? I don't remember. I don't know. Awkward, but can we opt out of tier items? I'm vegan and don't do leather, no flask or carrying case for me. John, yeah, that's fine. If there's anything, if you're in that, if you're wanting to opt out of those types of things, we would be happy to accommodate
Don't consider it awkward at all.
No.
Personal preferences.
We'd be happy to accommodate in some other way that is equal value to what you would get if you were to opt in to those types of things.
Yep.
Just shoot us a message and we'll write it down. And we'll make sure that we can take care of you just as we are everybody else. All right, new tier. We are adding a $100 tier. This tier includes 30% off merch, 2 free picks. This requires 4 months for the first free pick and then 8 months for the second. An annual visit to the bar, and this is after 6 months, and then a couple other things.
Yeah. And the visit here will just be dependent on scheduling. It
Yeah.
will happen, but we'll just have to work together to make sure we can schedule.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Still a couple more things to figure out. We would
Yeah.
love to hear your input.
And that's our thoughts so far.
Good, bad, whatever you think. So how do you bump up a tier? I want to. What I need to do. Raging Bowl. That is the best tier name ever. Tommy.
Who said that?
Tommy Boy.
Tommy.
That is incredible.
Good job, brother.
We thought about our good friend Dave Frizzell makes these beautiful barrel heads. He made it for the Riley's Children's Hospital
Right.
thing. And we thought about that being a tier after a certain amount of time. It's a lot of labor, and it's not a cheap thing for Dave to do. So we want to make sure that we think that out to the best of our ability. So we still have a couple days until that stuff goes. Kevin, the new tier will be available in January 1st, once we can kind of solidify.
Whoa, you used your mom's word. Good
Yeah.
job, buddy.
Solidify the
Yes.
the final perks and stuff. And we want to hear your guys'
we do.
feedback and everything.
We absolutely
too,
want it.
so.
We want your inclusion on this, please.
Will this make it harder for the lower tiers to get the barrel picks? David,
What the?
whoa.
That's wonderful.
David, I'm thinking about lumping the $100 and $50 into one thing, just because even if we were to get a low yield barrel or something, it's still not going to sell out in that first couple hours. So the release will probably be the same. Still some things we have to work out, but that's a good point. Thank you for the recommendation or the question. Tiers. Okay.
That's So good.
You like it?
Yeah. Love that.
I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Yeah, that's the best tier name I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's a good roller coaster too. I like that. I like that ride. I had like
the stand-up one?
no, it's the purple and orange one. Six Flags.
One thing we have to cover tonight, and I know it's already, I'm forever looking at my. I hate to go too long for you folks because you're being kind enough to share this time with us, but we have to go over. You guys have to vote in or come find a way to include our 5th bottle for this Friday's YouTube live stream for the blind. I wanted you guys to have that. I know a few people suggested that, and I thought it was a wonderful idea. We're going to take the first places of each category of our top 5 of 2023. So the rye was Old Overholt, right? So that's going to be included. The whiskey was the Westward, cast strength. The non-allocated was, help me. Come on, babe, what is it?
I don't know.
The allocated, the allocated was the Still Austin Oated Bourbon, so I knew that for sure.
Non-allocated.
Which makes me sad because I only got this much left as it is. So
all right, hold on.
it's
I'm pulling it up. One sec.
silly. Why did I even start naming them off on you? I forget one of them.
OCD 5.
OCD 5. So we'd like to have your input. So keep that in mind. We'd like to have your input for a 5th bottle for the blind.
Somebody said add top 2022 allocated pick from last year, or if we want to vote on what the best SLB pick was of this year, we could pit that up against the rest.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that would be because I had so many favorites.
they'd have to choose. It's going to be their choice. I like the idea of having one of our picks in there. That's great. I know several people when they were commenting on this said Wild Turkey Rare Breed because your guys would have said it's the best bourbon ever. And a few of those people said that. Also had a couple there for the C923, the Elijah Craig C923. But whatever you folks think of, but all I know, Patricia, letter A was really good. That oak in there is almost like a pecan note to me.
What was the Bourbon Madness winner?
Honey, what was the bourbon?
It was different for both. It was different for both of us, I think.
I don't remember. I have a hard time remember what happened an hour ago. Unfortunately.
Yeah, me too. SLB pick, JT Mellick. Keith, to make it fair, what about rotating the tiers for the drops, or maybe do a random draw for the first tier to drop the bottles in? We thought about doing some of this every so often to kind of be fair. So we still have to work some of the things out with that.
I think the wording to be fair is, just is that really an accurate word to use, to be fair? Or it's just such a difficult spot for
tell them your concern. Why.
We struggle a lot with this.
Yeah, I mean we do, and I want you
to
to know that. I mean we don't just take it lightly, and this is but. My preference is that everybody get a bottle. I would love everybody to have one. I honestly would. So we're just trying to come up with a few ways, and I know we have within our community we've got wonderful people.
Yeah.
So if we come up with an equitable way to do things a little bit different once or twice this year, I think we've got a lot of great people that wouldn't mind either. So we are trying to come up with a few things.
I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but my Secret Santa that I was giving samples to was Chantal or Chantal. Chantel. I don't know. I'm so sorry. If you could correct me. You're welcome. I hope you both enjoyed the samples. I was really excited to share those with whoever I got picked. So I hope you enjoyed them.
That's pretty good too.
No random tier pick. If you want a higher draw, then move up tiers. We know the order they go in. I appreciate how thoughtful you guys are when you come to this stuff. Make a poll. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but I moved up to unit paying annually and would hate to lose out on picks again. Top tiers limits our chance.
Well, okay. In all sincerity, that's why I started the conversation concerning barrel picks that you had my word. you know, and my wife knows between her and I, when we say you have my word on something or we promise something, that is what it is. I'm going to do everything in my power to facilitate more barrels this year. We already had, now keep in mind, we already had 5 that went through every tier last year. In the system that we're in right now, unfortunately, there's going to be some that just is not going to make it to a tier or two. It's just, you know, when you're, like we discussed earlier, some of those distilleries that absolutely just will not give us a second barrel, you know, but I also feel that, you know, in my thought process, and I want you to know too, Trent and I make nickels and dimes on a barrel pick, just so you know. And probably if we take in consideration the time to travel to do these, and
we lose on
picks. There's no question about it. So, but we love doing them, and we know that's something that you all really look forward to. So we don't make any money. So it's not about that for us. It truly is not about that. We decided to up the ante on the number of our picks to try to help facilitate this issue, because with the more picks, not everybody's going to be able to buy a couple a month. That's understandable. Some will be a little bit more selective in what they want to purchase, you know. Well, you know, and I've seen comments, you know, in your posts that you make, and you know, there's a lot of kind people. I took this one, I'm going to pass on this one, you know. So I truly feel that as we process through the year, that a lot more picks are gonna make it, you know, in a lot of different, in most all tiers. You know, maybe some won't, obviously, but I think a lot of them will. So we're trying to help with all that. Now, what we have to have, though, is we have to have, and you guys have been wonderful in supporting us. So let's just put that out right there. I'm not complaining at one bit, but we would just have to continue that support if we're going to put out more barrels, more picks. You know, as long as they're purchased, we're fine. Again, we're not making a dime, so for one to sit with 100 bottles not purchased is going to be a big deal for us.
Yeah, and some of the barrels are upwards of 20 grand a piece. Mm-hmm. Somebody asked, maybe like an email newsletter or something. I just had a thought and it completely went away. Oh, somebody asked about like how much the Patreon had grown this year, and we did the video that's coming out on Friday. We did kind of a wrap up. What did the YouTube stats look like? Yeah. What does the shipments look like? Mm-hmm. We shipped over 5,000 items this year. 4 meetups, 20 barrel picks, like that kind of thing. I kind of just gave away half of it, but feel free to check out the video on Friday for more. We were at about 400 patrons at this point last year. We are now at 1650 ish. Mm-hmm. This doesn't include the free members. I'm confused about Patreon's free members.
I don't get it.
They don't get perks or any information.
They don't get access.
They don't get access. I
want you to know that they don't. I asked Tim.
I'm still confused.
What's up with all that?
It'd be nice if you could opt out of it. Not that it hurts or anything, but there is a way to, like, when I make a post, is all paying members, free members, everybody, that kind of thing. So it's kind of confusing, but it has been just an insane year for Patreon. You're doing it like the...
I am. Yeah, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you. I'm just enjoying the samples.
Yeah, these are all really good. I think Ivan had me. Let's see if I can find his thing.
I hope you did a better job than I did.
Yeah, some like Holly. Oh, this is a good segue. Holly was our second patron, behind Valiant Abello, who's been at a $3 or $5 tier since we mentioned it a couple years ago. He's never bought a pick. He's never contacted us. He doesn't have his email or his address in the system, so I can't even contact him.
Yeah, he was number one.
He was number one.
And Holly was number two.
So what we want to try and do is really try to show some appreciation for those big milestones, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, that kind of thing, by doing something like a plaque or something. Like we were fortunate enough to get the YouTube play button at 100,000, like something like that for 1 year, 2 year, etc.
What do you think of having a wall of fame here?
I love that idea.
At the bar.
I love that idea. Should we put it like up there?
I just thought. Yeah, Wall of Fame.
I love that. That's a great idea.
Speaking out loud here at the bar.
Yeah, Jay was like 40-some. I know Walker was 80th. And I feel like we just met Walker like a year or two ago. And now we're up to as many as we are. It's just awesome. And you guys are seriously like family. It's so fun hanging out with everybody in Discord and all this stuff. It's crazy that we get to do this with all of you. It's been an absolute blast. We want to do something like a Friendsgiving or a SLB giving or something next year. We all go to like a Denny's. We rent out a Denny's or something. We just have Thanksgiving or something there. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I do too.
Wall of Fame with mini barrel heads. That's awesome.
Explain.
Like we put as like the little plaque. It's a mini barrel head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So when you say mini barrel head, you're talking like this.
Yeah.
Size-wise.
I think so.
Okay.
Or we could do to like put each person's name on a stave or something. We could send them a stave. I don't know. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think that's. I'd like that. I'd like that.
Waffle House or no? I've never been to a Waffle House. I really want to go to one. How about a drinking chip? Yeah, we thought about like a challenge coin or something. We still have to figure that out, but I think it'd be a lot of fun to do something like that.
I think in my flight, the proof point's perfect for me.
Oh
I'm really enjoying that.
Let's see what I got.
I'm kind of scoring them like I would in a normal blind that we do on our videos or the live.
No way.
You're already looking at the answers? Mm-hmm. What do you do? What, babe? He's looking at the answers.
No, I had these already.
Okay. Oh, for crying out loud.
Wow. This was really cool.
All right.
I think I liked the Kentucky Spirit the second best out of my lineup.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I got my lineup.
SLB Cruise.
Great job, Patricia. Thank you.
I think that would be really fun if we could, even if it
you-
was Trenton, not maybe
You don't even
not
like
one of,
boats.
like the big ones, but what did you say?
You don't even like boats.
Like boats? What are you talking
I
about?
thought you said you wouldn't go on a cruise ever.
Well, okay. I don't want, somebody says something like a 2-week cruise. I'm not up for that because I've never been on one. So I need to go to like the Bahamas or something.
Do one of those 3-4 days?
2-nighter.
You said the Bahamas was awful. You got warm food. It was sitting out. There were flies all
that
over.
was Dominican.
Oh,
But still,
That was.
we got to bump it up a little bit from there, honey. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I
But
feel
no,
like
I'm thinking like even if we did like one of those boats like in Chicago where you have a dinner
Yeah.
cruise where we
That's
could
cool.
do the whole boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that would be fun.
Vegas meetup. I honestly think SLB Booze Cruise, that would be awesome.
I'd be the only guy in Vegas that was in bed by 10.
That's true.
It's very true.
I feel like we need to do an SLB ski trip.
I'd break my leg. There's no way I'm skiing. I mean, I'll go. I'll laugh at y'all, but I'm not doing it. Guaranteed I'd come up lame.
That would be awesome. Riverboat cruise, that kind of thing. That's awesome.
Like a riverboat cruise, yeah.
Did we decide what we're doing for the 5th bottle?
No,
I
I'm
just wanna make sure.
gonna post something tomorrow. That way, all
Very
everybody.
good. That's fine
I'll
by me.
narrow it down to Bourbon Madness.
Are you gonna
for
do
one
a
of our
poll?
picks. Yeah, I'll do a poll.
And I
One
didn't
of
say
our
straw poll, so that's good.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm learning.
straw poll is just like the name of a business.
I know.
There you go.
I know. You told me. You filled me in.
Tom says stay in the lodge with him. I'm gonna do a poll of either like an SLB pick or a Bourbon Madness pick or something else.
Yeah.
And then from there we'll
Sorry. SLB nudist resort getaway in Valpo.
I tell you what, if I went there, there'd be nobody else attending. That's a
Oh
problem.
my gosh. Glad
That's
I
a
wasn't
problem.
drinking anything at that moment.
just got the chills, man. What else you got?
Well, I got my lineup, Trenton. How about that?
Yep.
So, Patricia, thank you. It was a it was a wonderful flight. So I do appreciate that. This has been a lot of fun. My least favorite was letter D. Trenton was my least favorite.
That was D was your least favorite?
In my flight here.
Okay, okay.
And to say all of them were really good, but if I have to rank them, and I will, my next after that would be third place would be B. All right, then Second place for me would be C, and A is first place. A is really good. Remember, that's the one I showed you. I shoved it in your nose.
I'll try that one.
Really that good.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good. And the oaky note in there is almost pecan-like for me. It's wonderful.
This reminds me of a single malt.
Maybe that's why I like it.
What do you think of that?
What is it?
Elijah Craig B517. That's an oldie.
I don't even think I've ever had that before.
This reminds me of like how St. Andre used to smell, but like chewing on the side of a table, like a laminate table. It's delicious. I love it. It's kind of sour.
What's St. Andre smell, honey?
I just had this
Now
smell.
I got to figure out what it is.
It smelled like the Tahoe. You know the Tahoe had a smell, Mom, yeah?
No.
Aw,
That's awesome.
nice card. Thank you. Very nice. All right.
I'm itching to know what number. What
Me
it
too.
was.
Me too. Huh. Well, do you have a guess?
It's not a bourbon.
This is nuts. This is all... Okay, let me just say this. Every sample she sent me, I've never had before.
Real. That's saying something. Good job, Patricia.
Ever.
What is A? I love it.
A is Whiskey Acres. It's their Artisan series. Blue Popcorn Bourbon.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
It's made from blue popcorn. 97 proof. I told you I like that. Offering showcase aromas that take you to the movie theater. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wonderful. That's insane. Sample B, New Chicago Whiskey Company. It's their The Beautiful and the Damned. 115 proof on that one. That's insane. Stop. I don't know what you're... You know, I can say wall, and he come up with something stupid that I thought I said wrong. Sample C is New Louisville Company, straight from the barrel. 8 years, 118 proof, I guess. Boy, I guess, Patricia, I'm wrong about the proof points. I really thought... I must be getting used to higher proofs because I thought these were all between like roughly 100 and 110 proof. I really did. I didn't think there was a few that were close to 120, but this old Louisville. And then sample D was Family Reserve, whatever that is. Wollersheim?
Wollersheim. Yep.
Wonderful. I really appreciate that because this is every one of these I've never had before. Ever.
I don't think you've had these either.
No? Yeah, that's right. Because remember, he said in his little letter, he hope you enjoy the local fair or whatever that was. Yeah, I'll bet.
Patricia, if you are able to get another one of whatever A is, a bottle.
Whatever the popcorn thing is. Yeah. That's so good.
It's very apricot-y, but also like, you know, mixed with something else.
Popcorny.
Farty, kind of.
You're weird.
Yeah, I like it though. It's good.
He's plenty weird. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, and I'll finish this tonight.
It's good. All right. So I had my A was a Four Roses single barrel OESF.
Nice.
9 year, 9 month.
Okay.
I usually don't really like Four Roses, but this one was pretty good. It's I think it's a higher rye, so that would make a lot of sense. 20%. I'm not very familiar with Four Roses like recipes and stuff, but
give it to your mom to smell. Movie theater.
This Kentucky Spirit is really good.
So good.
That is what B is. The C is a Jack Daniels, which didn't kind of blow me away today. It's still 132.6 proof. Mm-hmm. Good. But this Elijah Craig B517 12 year. Delightful.
Pretty neat.
So thank you so much for sending those. And then Andrew, I'm sorry, bud, we're running out of time. I'm going to do yours when I get home.
Yeah, a couple of these that the folks sent me, I will promise you I will do them. It'll be at a different time. But thank you for doing it for everybody that sent me stuff.
Yeah. Last but not least, I have a quick app announcement / update. In the app which we made, it's called Only Drams. You can download it. It's on the App Store for iOS only right now. I would love to get a Android version for those folks who are interested, but I got a quote and it's not a cheap one. So a way that I can kind of help fund an Android version in the iOS app, there's a way to support. It's kind of like a tiered thing. You can support that way. It's like $1, $3, $5, and $10, something like that. How it's going to work is every month, the last day of the month, starting in January, I will be raffling off an allocated bottle of some sort. It could be a George T. Stagg. It could be, Parker's Heritage. It could be whatever. But if you're in the highest tier, you'll get, let's say, 10 tickets. $5 tier, you get 5. $3 tier, you get 3, and then $1 tier, you get 1 ticket. I will draw once a month, and then whoever gets that gets the allocated bottle, whatever it might be. So that's a way to kind of help support the app and the community and stuff. We've got about 1,500 people on it right now. Most of them are all you guys, and the feedback's been good. You've kind of helped us identify some key issues, and we have a lot of cool features planned in the near future. So,
Did you get my emails on that?
no, I didn't get your emails. Did you send some?
Yeah, just some key features that I thought might help you out.
Oh, okay. We have a Discord channel for it for the app, and then we also have a we have a completely different server. So if you have issues, you can post it in one chat or the other. Have you thought about making the app free to patrons but paid for those who don't? I don't really like the idea of it being a paid app. I do like the idea of like an opt-in support kind of thing. But it might be something later where you can make lists and locations and that kind of thing, kind of like a premium features kind of thing. That way we can still kind of get some revenue going to help build features and kind of go different directions with it. So that's a great idea, Sean. Thank you. But yeah, what's the name of the blue popcorn one?
I'll look it up again because I wouldn't remember because I've never had any of these. It's pretty cool. It's neat.
They want to know who sent your samples.
My samples were sent by I believe it was Ivan. I've been trying something new.
He's on.
Ivan is?
Yeah, I saw him a little bit earlier.
Let's see. Ivan.
While he's looking that up, the popcorn bourbon was by Whiskey Acres Distilling Company. It's their Artisan Series Blue Popcorn Bourbon. So the mash bill, 75% blue popcorn, 15% soft red winter wheat, 10% malted barley. Really cool. I mean, it's very unique, and it's weird to say. Now I don't know about the other ones, but that first one I liked a lot. I was just really trying to think hard. I couldn't relate it to anything I've tried, and there's a good reason for that because I haven't.
Did you just see that he said he's here?
Those are not my samples. What?
You're as bad as I am, dude.
No. I didn't get these other ones are from Andrew, I think. Yeah. Oh no. Well, that's
See that, and you know what? And honestly, guys,
that's a hunk of.
it's we had so many kind people send us samples because a few of the folks that sent me samples directly didn't know if we were actually entered into the sample Santa, so they didn't want us to feel left out. So, I got 4 or 5 of them, I think. So, my personal.
Sorry.
Go ahead. You're good.
Y'all are crushing it with the sample organization tonight.
It's all,
Virginia, I agree.
is that Virginia? Of course. Yeah, she's got to have something on Discord right now with like a crazy. What do you call those things?
What?
Memes or something?
Meme.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, honey. Yeah, Virginia.
Well, that's just
Virginia
embarrassing.
always gets me with the memes.
And here I'm like, you mixed up your samples, and I guess I did too.
Well, I was scrambling 2 seconds before the live stream started. I knew I was in trouble.
One sec. There's a few people that are saying they're having Discord issues. I'll take care of you really quick, and then unless you have anything else.
Yeah. Is Patchy on there?
Patchy Moisture. I don't know. Patchy Moisture, are you on here, bub?
Yeah. We don't ask questions, honey. What is that, their handle name? Is that what you call it, Trenton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his handle. The person's handle name.
Well, I didn't figure it was his real name.
Or hers. Patchy could be his, or whatever. Could be anything.
David, good night. Thank you for joining us. I put the Discord link in the chat if you're a patron. Everybody here should be a patron. You can join that, and I got to update the other ones on Patreon. A couple people wanted to support a part like outside of the app. If you want to do that, let me know. Just maybe shoot me a DM on Discord or something. That'd be greatly appreciated. Past that, we like to keep these about an hour. We always end up going over about a half hour.
We do, and I apologize for that. We had a lot to talk about tonight, though. There was a lot of information.
Last one of the year, yeah.
So just to wrap up, I just take my word for it. We're putting our brains into full gear motion on anything and everything we can possibly do to try to make the barrel picks, successful for everyone. And that doesn't mean everyone on every pick is going to have a chance, but I'm personally, not, Trenton has a million things on his plate. This is on me. So this one's on me. So I'm personally doing everything I can to try to make the barrel pick process more inclusive. Let's just put it that way. I'm struggling for words a little bit, but I want to make the right choice on the words. But this is on me. This isn't him. This is me. So I'm hoping that through the first at least half of the year, you'll understand and realize and get a lot more opportunities.
Very Old Roach is asking, can y'all tell my husband Charles happy birthday before you go?
How old is he? I'd like to know.
They didn't
His birthday. Happy birthday, Charles.
Happy birthday, Charles.
Yeah, I hope you have a great day. I know a few of my friends came up on Facebook, honey, that had birthdays actually on Christmas Day.
Mary's one of them.
Mary's birthday's on Christmas Day? Get out of here,
My niece Melinda is as well.
Really? Yeah, there's 3 of my friends that were on Facebook and that, are good friends of mine that are.
Her sister.
And I always respond the same way, Merry birthday.
That's a good one.
I do. That's what I do, Trent. Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
a good one.
pretty. But happy birthday, Charles. I hope you had a great day today. A good birthday.
All right.
You good, bud? All right.
I think so.
Thank you for, putting up with a little bit of our sample mayhem here, but we meant well. We really did.
I got sent.
I will say that I had mine correct eventually, so we'll go with that.
I grabbed the wrong box. I got sent hot tamales with mine, and I ate mine too. And
That's the
I still
problem.
mixed it up.
That's the first thing Trent and I do is we eat the candy first.
They're on my desk. I'm sorry. I'm so irritated. I grabbed the wrong
Now
box.
you're gonna have to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to do both when I get home.
yeah.
Good thing I don't work tomorrow.
You're still off, huh?
Oh yeah.
Good for you. I got to work.
I don't want to be presumptuous, but if you are sending candies when you send us stuff, I love hot tamales. They're probably my favorite. He's a big Boston baked bean guy. It seems. Dots. He had
My problem is
He's not allowed.
he had a
Mike.
tooth issue, so I don't think mom's allowing him to eat any more candy. But
Trent. That's because yours is old and
decrepit.
it's like
No, those were like new.
super hard.
Somebody sent me the Mike and Ike
Chewy.
sours in a container, and I was just trying to spread the wealth.
They weren't fresh.
They were fresh.
Somebody screwed you over.
Nobody in this Discord where nobody in the community would do that ever. Oh yeah, Happy New Year's before. Well, we'll see you guys on Friday night if you're able to join the live stream.
Yeah, please do. That'll be awesome.
Dots are the worst.
Hello, join us on the live stream. Dots. I love dots. Those are my movie. That's my movie
That's
candy.
Every time we go to the movies, that's what he gets.
Yep.
Dots.
Dots.
If you can find it, I didn't realize this. Mike and Ike used to make a candy called Zours.
I remember those.
They don't make them anymore.
I couldn't eat those.
Your other
They're-
favorite, they don't make anymore either.
They don't make my paintbrush candy, and given how it turned
You
out,
guys
there was
remember
probably
that?
actually lead in the paint candy.
It was like a paint can with powder in it, and then the paintbrush,
That's
you would lick
gross.
it, and then you dip the paintbrush in the paint can
That's
full of
gross.
powder.
Zowers I didn't like either. They're a little too sour.
No, Zowers are the best. They would
He
make
said he wants his hot tamales back.
I'll send you some. Don't worry. I would get like the sides of my mouth or the sides of my cheeks would bleed because I would eat so many of those.
That is true.
And then my
that's
tongue would bleed from
100%
Sour
true.
Patch Kids.
He had those like canker sores all over
Oh,
his mouth
yeah,
from eating
okay.
too many sour
And
candies.
bottle caps. You like your bottle caps.
Ooh, I do like bottle caps. I like
Sour
those.
Patch watermelons are the worst.
Oh, you like those too?
Oh, I
Sour
do
Patch
like those.
watermelon.
No.
You're
And
out of your
peach rings.
you're out of your mind.
Sour Patch watermelons are just bad. Just go OG
What's wrong?
Sour
with
Patch.
you?
Get the lemonade Sour Patch Kids.
No, that is good. Those lemonade Sour Patch is good.
Delicious.
Yeah, that is good.
We should start a candy store or a candy channel. Anyways, this is gonna go on forever.
That's rough. All right, guys, and
Milk duds. Milk duds.
I'm not a fan. I have to say, I'm not a fan of Milk Duds.
You like snow caps? I got some of those the other day.
I don't know if I've ever had it. I've seen them. I don't know if I've ever had them.
I don't know what they
Those
are.
are a movie one too. They
Is
always
it?
have snow
Yeah.
caps.
I don't think I've ever had them, which is
Lemon heads.
unusual, but that's fact. All right, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for giving us a little extra time tonight. So we appreciate. I mean, I say this sincerely. We appreciate all your input, your opinions. They're important to us. I mean, I can't say we're going to take everybody's opinion on everything, but I do. Two heads are always better. Way more. What's what I'm trying to say, Henry?
I don't know.
1,000 heads are way better than two, right? So, yeah, something like that.
Good job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Good night.
That's all, folks. So, anyways, we appreciate all your input. We take it seriously. We really do. So, thank you so much. Don't forget, Grammy, the OG SLBs, still says she's going to be in the house. Now, when Kent tells her it's an 8 o'clock start time, that might be a little,
problem.
but
That's like her bedtime.
I know, but she'll get here. Kent will take care of it. Kent's he's a lot more forceful with her than I am. I'm just like, Mr. Marshmallow Man. Kent will just tell her, this is what we're doing. So Grammy's supposed to be here in the house. Trust me when I tell you, it's going to be a wild time. So take care, everybody. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's. Catch you later. See you next time.